It's got good voltage, so everything looks good to me. Lights on, playing music. Yo, what's happening? So in today's video, we're gonna be doing a big 3 install on a 2018 GMC Sierra. This will pretty much be universal, I think, for the 14 to 18 Chevy Silverado to GMC Sierra. But this is what it is. I got a Sky High Audio big 3 kit. Comes with 2 grounds and a positive. Comes with a little baggie of accessories. I got a couple more just in case. Got a hammer crimper. As you can see right there to crimp those wires. So I think we're gonna get started by running probably, I'm gonna try to do the grounds first because those are gonna be the harder ones. All right, so I think final passage is gonna be from battery positive, which is gonna be the positive wire, to the alternator positive. And next is gonna be ground negative, which is gonna go to the alternator case. And then I'm gonna have another wire from alternator case going back up to the chassis ground right there where the block is grounded. So it'll be like a series ground. So I think that's how that works. So it should work. Let's see. Let's test this theory. Let's see if it works. So I think I'm gonna get all my rock light and wheel light wiring kind of cleaned up and out of the way so I can get working here. All right, finally got some light in here. So got the negative off, obviously, got the negative off. Got this all cleaned up right here. I cleaned it up with the wire wheel. I have a bolt to go through there. I will show it when I get all that wired up. I got it coming from right here, going all the way over to that ground right under there. And then, yeah, so we're gonna get those wires crimped on the ends right here so we can do that. So I got it cut. Just wanted to test it to make sure I can get it cut to match this side. They already crimped this, so I just cut it shorter. So it's like a log, bruh. Cut a little shorter and fit these guys on there. So now I'm gonna try a zip tie trick that I found out. Now how do you cut it? Boom. You know what I forgot to do? Put heat shrink on it. Never mind, it goes on just like that. I might pull them off actually.
Trim them up.
Give them a fresh fade.
Give them a fresh fade.
That's pretty sweet. First time doing that. That ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere.
Good looking crimp. All of that was nice. Not gonna fall off the lug. So now we can just throw this guy up there and heat shrink it on.
Mm-hmm.
That's how our wire will be, just like that.
Just like that.
Want to get perfect.
No. So if you look right here, I cut down like a very minor part of the lug just so it fit perfectly right on right between the alternator there on that little rib. So if you see now, it fits perfectly and it's straight, so it's not like cockeyed, and it'll pretty much stay where it's at. So that'll work. Up by the sensor, it needs to go by the sensor at least. If it's not going through it, it needs to go by it. And here, you can go right. Oh, it seems pretty far. I might be able to just use this whole wire and I might just, yeah. I'm just gonna use this whole wire and tuck it up. Yeah, I'm just gonna use all of it. Probably the most ghetto way to do this, but it works.
It does. All you need is a razor blade.
Boom.
There we go.
We need zip tie method. It works just fine.
Guess if you get it tight enough.
Yeah. That should work. And
Perfect.
good. This one looks better than the other one I just did. Do the battery wire. Figure that out when it comes time. Other wire for the chassis. That one was coming. The other one was coming from the battery. This one is now going from the battery or from the alternator ground to the chassis. So it'll make a big loop. Oh shit. This lug fits with no modification needed to the lug or anything else. Just bolt it on to the bracket using a bolt. In my case, I think I'm using an M10 by 1.5 bolt with nut, obviously, to hold these guys on there. I'll crank them tight and they'll be sitting just like so. And I run this one along the back. Connect it to the chassis, factory chassis ground, right back there. And, right to that lug. Boom.
We are now cutting the power wire.
Ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
Grab our crimp or our heat shrink. Or our heat shrink on there. Make sure all the sticky stuff comes out if there is sticky stuff, and then make sure it's all stick and stuck and nice and tight, and it's not going nowhere. So since this wire's technically a 4 gauge from my eyeballs, and that's such a short distance, that's fine to leave like that. So I'm gonna put the positive right here, right here. And I think I'm gonna have to trim down this this plastic shielding right at the bottom, and that's where the wire is going to go through, yeah, because it's definitely not going to be thick enough. Yeah. It's plenty thick now. And guys, we're not replacing wires, we're adding wires to make it more healthy. and happy and want to be alive. Leave that one like that. Yeah, stack on top. Zip tied down there. And in fact, I can throw a zip tie on there right now.
This is the chassis one.
Ready? All right, so we got the negative ground lug all tidied up. I had to trim it down just a little bit just to fit it on the negative because I didn't get any aftermarket lugs, terminals, just because it's still going through there. I have a zip tie going right next to it. I've seen on some forums, some people don't even have that connected, so I'm just gonna see what happens. But all hooked up, all wired up. You can see right there. Let's go inside the truck. It's got good voltage, so everything looks good to me. Lights on, playing music. So we'll see what happens. It should be all good for the big three. No power drop, so I can finally put some subs in the back, and should be all good. So stay tuned to the next video where we install the subwoofers and everything from there on out. So that was the big three install. So let me run back through it. So we got the positive coming off the battery right here, coming off, coming down, following factory wire, going right on top of the factory alternator wire. Then we got the grounds. Those are all good intact. Those all tight right here. Either side of that. One's going to the chassis, right where that ground strap comes up. And then the other one goes from the battery all the way down to the front of the alternator. And that's how you do the big three. Big three upgrade. Hold good voltage and good everything else. So, yeah. Yo, so this thing has probably been idling for over an hour now, and I've been driving it a little bit. I just got some food. As you can see, voltage gauge staying great. Obviously I don't have subs in here yet, so I don't have anything to really test how the voltage drop would be or anything on stock alternator with the big three. But at the moment, just cruising and everything, this truck feels so responsive. It feels like it just is not sluggish. It has full voltage, like it's ready to go. Like it's not held back anymore. Like it almost feels a lot more responsive. It feels happy. I can't really explain it, but the difference from before and after, even just how it drivability is amazing. So I totally recommend this. But if you enjoyed this video, drop a like for real. That big three was expensive, but it's so worth it. I got the OFC Sky High Audio Big 3 kit. I did trim a couple wires, but everything else was cut to length. So that was great. Other than that, it went flawless. If you have any questions, drop a comment. I know people are going to talk about the voltage ring, whatever you want to call it. I just zip tied the wire right next to it outside the ring. I know that's not how that really works, but maybe it has some circumference outside the circle. So maybe we'll find out. Think outside the box. We'll see. But I've seen a lot of people even say they're running it disconnected with no issues. So I'm just going to test it out and see what happens. And so far, this truck feels amazing. So thank you for watching. Peace out. I'll see you later in the next video when I put subs in this thing. Peace.